You know, since everybody's been isolated, it's almost like you don't realize that you have had an impact on the outside world. And he said a lot of the players had to be reminded of that, and that kind of helped stir the effort to continue to play the games, knowing that they've been able to use their platform here to help create some change. Meanwhile, Toronto has the lead down to 12 here in game one. Kyle Lowry's starting to get it going with 15 points. Wanamaker, wing three, 15th triple.
23 in that third quarter. So they got to continue to generate opportunities and production here.
Ibaka, too strong on the three. Out to Anunoby. He'll try it. No good. Boston by 15, led by as many as 22 in the third quarter. They've been in command from tip-off. Nice pass. Walker to Tice. He gets hacked. To watch, Doris, as the playoffs go on, teams that benefit from home court that don't have that advantage. But the league's done such a great job. Malika Andrews can add.
Well, you remember, guys, when players and teams first started discussing coming to the bubble, there were teams that had the higher seed. As to Orlando, can we potentially have an extra foul to designate? What can we do to recreate that home court environment? And so this was something that teams were concerned about even before they came down here.
Meanwhile, Kemba Walker continues to thrive here in the second half. He's got 18 points. He's at 4 threes, has 9 assists as well. Siakam leans in.
Shemi Ojale, just big, strong, physical. And they're just saying to Siakam, you want to post us, that's fine. But you will play through the strength of our chest. Excellent defense individually by Shemi.
We've all been waiting for that Raptor run, but it hasn't happened in part because of the play of Kemba Walker. Hit some big shots here to steal momentum back for his team and makes it off the miss. Finds Tice in the paint. No. And now Lowry looking to run. They don't have numbers, but Lowry drives at Jaylen Brown, and that is 5-7 points here today. And Ibaka's got more than half that total with 15.
And here's a look at that zone that for a stretch, a 4-minute, 5-minute stretch really hurt Boston. And again, the turnover.
After the missed free throws, too, by Lowry. Here's Siakam. And Kemba Walker, 9 assists, a playoff career high. Tice, spot up 3. Look at the hustle by Tatum. Game 2 of the series will be Tuesday. Milwaukee and Miami in their Eastern Conference semifinal start tomorrow. Wanamaker missed the shot. Tice couldn't get points. Van Vliet puts it on the floor. Lowry baseline cut off. Tough angle to pass it, and it was off of Ibaka. As there's a foul, will they count the basket? Steal by Van Vliet. Waiting for some help. And it doesn't arrive until the Celtics get back. They've done a really good job of their transition defense getting back. Siakam in the paint. He's 4 for 14.
Just Pascal in the post again in game 2. He's going to make some of those. Boy, look at the defense from Fred VanVleet. Like, don't be careless around this guy.
Foul down the drive as well.
But this guy in the finals a year ago, he had been struggling through much of the early rounds of the playoffs, but when it mattered most, boy, Fred was special.
He's just 2 for 13 today from the floor, 1 of 8 from 3, but he does have 6 steals.
That's a travel, yeah. I thought they were going to miss that on Brad Wanamaker.
Gasol making sure he's okay. Inadvertently got him in the back of the head. Probably 9 early in the second quarter. Van Vliet off the Gasol screen, fires away, around and out. Cleared by Tatum, who's got 8 rebounds to go with 19 points. Tatum lost the ball off the foot of Gasol, it appeared. Smart with Lowry on his hip, drives the paint, and is fouled. Well, they played last night with no Lillard, down 3-1 in that series.
Melo goes for 27. Has proved consistently in a Portland uniform that he has more than enough to give here.
But I think it is fair to say nobody really knew what to expect. Given a week off for both teams, you're already in an unusual situation as the lob is too high for Tice. And then you tack on the 3 days off, including this game being postponed because the players didn't want to play. And obviously an emotional, historic week. The NBA players' action reverberated throughout sports, and athletes from other professional sports teams in America and even some college teams followed suit as Tatum hits them free, and Walker tracks down the long rebound. Just never got the sense that Boston ever lost control at any point in this game.
And Marcus shooting it the way he did today. That's now 5 for 8, 5 for 9 from three. He's got
playoff double-double. But again, he hadn't played in a ton of playoff games. He had won 3 playoff games in 8 years. Prior to coming to Boston, he won 4 playoff games in the first round. Beaujolais 3 won't drop. 24-point Celtic lead. Here's Lowry driving. And how about play? Boston gives it right back, though.
Or the Dallas Mavericks to build around. You'll get Dwight Powell back next year. Some really good pieces. Seth Curry, probably one of the more underrated.
Like Toronto and Boston, for that matter, Dallas has done a very good job of identifying talent. You have several undrafted players that are on that roster and that are key players that are impactful.
Feel really good about.
Tyson the Time Lord, print a t-shirt. Here's Powell for 3. Stinkers in previous years.
Yes.
In the playoffs, so level of concern probably not all that high, just given the history and the fact that the Raptors still won a championship last year and didn't play great every game in the 2019 playoffs. But obviously Tuesday is huge, and again, you don't have that. Inside 3 minutes to go. Jaylen Brown got off to a hot start. Has cooled off since, but was in foul trouble for a good portion of this ball game. To TNT will have Game 6 of that series tonight. Siakam's floater is good. It just seemed like after that, the Raptors never recovered. They could never get momentum back. Siakam over Williams, no. Minutes for Toronto as Brown drives, count it, and 1.
That's how much he misses his family. And again, just to reiterate, the coaching staff, while after round 1, the players can have family or type friends, the coaching staffs cannot.
Separated from your family, you're in an isolated situation. Yes, you're getting to play basketball for a living, but there are a lot of loved ones, friends. It's just an unusual situation. Then you add everything else that's going on in the world, and so it'll be, I'm sure for a lot of these guys, all of them, a welcome sight to be able to see family members. We'll see at some point if the rule changes for staff. I know obviously a lot of coaches and staff members want that, but the league done such a phenomenal job with no positive tests at all here in the bubble. We're trying to maintain that and be able to finish the season. Absolutely
incredible. I mean, just there was no stone unturned. We talked about like a month.
Boston with 6 players in double figures. Very balanced scoring. Tatum and Smart with 21 apiece. Walker with 18. Brown with 17. DB mentioned the struggles of the backcourt. Van Vliet and Lowry for Toronto. Siakam had an off game. Got them off to a poor start in the first quarter. Boston with a wire-to-wire win here in Game 1. And the pressure now on the Raptors Tuesday night. Come back and try to even.